Everyone, dear wolf.
For the longest time, Kindred has been a champ the community wanted buffed. A fan favorite character because of their unique look and amazing trailer and story that was added to League of Legends in 2015. But in the League of Legends card game, a 4-4 stat line that comes down on turn 5 doesn't do a lot to impact the board, unlike champs like Zed, Draven, Poppy, and even the recently added Jace, who is 4 mana and gets a choice of quick attack or challenger. The problem is that their stats, despite having quick attack, aren't great for their cost. In addition, their ability is easy to counter if the opponent doesn't let Kindred slay any units. An easy to counter ability and poor stats for their mana cost make Kindred a tempo negative play to commit. And we need to fix that. A character with amazing art and breathtaking voice lines deserves to be played in the right deck. So what if we played Kindred in a deck where we already had a bunch of stats on the board and we ran a bunch of removal to help proc their effect? That's where Sentinel Control comes in. So what is Sentinel Control and how does it work? It's really simple. Wait, I wrote it down somewhere, so even somebody who never plays Control like me should be able to figure it out. Alright, hold on. I got some notes. Oh, here it is. Alright, here. Your early game consists of the new SI Sentinels and Elise. Burgeoning Demacian Sentinel and Buru Sentinel are great fearsome units. I really don't understand why they changed that name. They get you early pressure and can grow if you can get a spell slay in the first few turns. A 3-3 and 5-4 fearsome on turn 3 is terrifying for your opponent to deal with. Elise fills a similar role, where you just want to get her down on turn 2 and start attacking to push damage. Don't worry about trying to preserve Spider Links. Our goal is not to flip Elise. With the tempo advantage generated by our early Sentinels, we're able to make use of some lesser seen power plays in the mid game. On turn 4, we get access to both Aloof Travelers and Defective Swap Bot. Aloof, even after its nerf, is great at making your opponent discard a key card, and it helps us find either more removal or atrocity. Swap Bot is a specific tech for lurkers and dragons. Both of those decks have big stats, and Swap Bot works to shut down big threats with Overwhelm. Those two cards are honestly flex slots though, so you can freely swap them out for better answers to whatever you're seeing on the ladder. On turn 5, we really hit our power plays in Vi, Kindred, and Officer Squad. Okay, before you click away from this video because it's just Sunny playing another one of his meme decks. No, it's not. Hear me out. As we're getting ready to transition into our late game, our fearsome units are going to start getting removed and we're going to need the stats on the board. Vi, Kindred, and even Officer Squad work towards this goal by providing more targets for opponents to deal with. Vi with Challenger and Kindred with our mid-game removal spells are both must-removes unless your opponent wants to let them flip and generate even more pressure. So then, why Officer Squad? I wouldn't blame you if you didn't even know this card existed. Officer Squad is a new 5-mana or 5 PNZ unit that was released with Bandle City. When he's summoned, he generates a most wanted spell in hand. This card lets us cycle away cards like Val Feast or Burgeoning Sentinel and dig for our game enders or more burn spells. Sure, you only draw 3 cards, but your opponent will hopefully be low enough where 2 or 3 points of damage are enough to seal the deal. And to close out games, we have a variety of options. If everything is going according to plan, our opponent's Nexus should be hurting thanks to our spooky fearsome Sentinels, but they're usually just healthy enough that a top deck Mystic Shot or Aftershock won't cut it. To get through those last few points of health, we have both Commander Ledros and Atrocity, the dynamic duo that has been closing out games for Shadow Isles since beta. Sentinel Control plays like a hybrid between a fearsome aggro deck and a traditional SI control deck. Although we run both Atrocity and Commander Ledros, it's important to understand this isn't your run-of-the-mill SI control deck. So every time you queue up with Sentinel Control, you're looking for early chip damage on your opponent's Nexus with fearsome units. The fearsome keyword is really strong right now against Bandle City decks, since the only 3+ power blockers they have early on are Poppy, Bomber Twins, and Ziggs. Both Sentinels also synergize well with the various removal spells in PNZ and SI. With Mystic Shot, Val Feast, and Thermal Beam, you can clear away any early threats and buff up your Sentinels, so you are removing your opponent's units while growing your own units at the same time. Then in the mid game, we look to use our champs, Vi and Kindred, to force our opponents into awkward spots. Left unchecked, a leveled Vi or Kindred are absolute monsters. Both of them restrict the units your opponent can develop and are amazing late game atrocity targets. Speaking of the late game, we are a control deck after all, and what control is complete without a powerful top end? Nobody expects a control deck to do so much damage damage in the early stages with all the fearsome damage we've been throwing at our opponent. But to close out the game, we usually have to combine some things together. We can Atrocity a big unit like Vi or Ledros, and sometimes even a leveled Kindred who will gain stats for every unit he slays. Use burn spells after playing Ledros, or do a wide swing with our board after removing blockers with removal spells. Some of the strengths of Sentinel control include powerful early units, because both Sentinels and Elise put pressure on your opponent and allow you to get your late game plans into motion. Lots of removal and healing. Some of the most frustrating moments are when you try to play a game only to be run over by Zed, Poppy, or Legion Saboteur. No more. And lastly, strong finishers, because Atrocity gives us over-the-top power and PNZ removal spells double as burn spells. Some of the weaknesses of this deck are other decks with good fearsome blockers. 3-attack units can stop our early pressure dead in its tracks. And without spell slays, our units are just mediocre, they're nothing special. And lastly, Deny, Nopify, and Rite of Negation can stop Atrocity or Mystic Shot from closing out the game. And as for the mulligan, you want to look for your early game fearsomes like Elise and the Sentinels. If you have at least 2 Sentinels, keep Thermo and Mystic Shot. Vi is always a keep because he can grow in hand. Kindred is okay to keep against slower decks, or decks that have a hard time removing her. And depending on the matchup, Box, Grasp, or Will might be keeps in the mulligan too. Box or Grasp is great for removing Poppy, and Will can deal with wide, aggressive boards. Aloof is a keep for slower decks to discard their win con, and you never keep Officer Squad, Atrocity, or Ledros. Also, I've been running the Pharaoh's Financier in some of the matches too, instead of Swapbot and Aloof, because the expensive card pool he gives you from Shadow Isles is big value. I love big value. Hey, thank you for making it to the end of the guide part of this video. First of all, I apologize for making you wait so long for me to tell you what the hell I'm doing making a guide for a control deck, and that's because I didn't. The script for this guide and all the information on the deck was made by Geist, who is part of the creative team that I assembled a few weeks ago to make more of these type of videos. So I just wanted to thank all of you for allowing me to create more of this type of content. The videos will only get better and better from here on out. Stay awesome and enjoy the controlled high rolls. It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? I forgot that summons them. When you say that's the what's the worst that could happen? It summons Poppy's head. You can be sure the guy's currently making a Reddit thread. I mean, it was kind of his own fault. Yeah, this is annoying when they pass this turn, so next turn they could have Z plus Sharp Sight or something. Not too bad.
I will play my part. All right, team, adventure time.
Remember double pass into Fear plus standalone? Yeah, or Z plus standalone? Good times. This is gonna seem like a weird play, but I think it'll work out.
A tribute to the spider god.
Yeah. We're gonna play this.
You're covered.
Yeah. Fine.
Shall we, dear wolf?
I'm ready, little man.
They cannot hide.
Sink your fear.
This is a very strange attack. I don't understand that attack.
Master. Can a spirit fight to the death? Thinking I'll learn soon.
Do not fear the shrouded hand.
Alright, well, one of them or both die. Because if one of them dies, the other dies too. Oh! Ooh, no. I hope you have a Ranger's Resolve, dude. I really do. Please, for your sake, have a Ranger's Resolve. Or this is going to be the absolute nut. Oh, oh, it's beautiful. Kindred. Oh my god. Nut. Absolute nut.
With grace and precision.
Whoo. Oh my god. We just demolished Poppy Z with Kindred. Absolute perfection. I think I kind of like the spare for Shen. Alright. Imagine not spamming the Poppy user. Yeah, that is a misplay actually. Not spamming emotes when you beat Poppy Z is a misplay.
I am one with the land.
He's punching the air right now. What, me or my opponent? Just wait. If I get one more Poppy Z player. Like that! With my Kindred!
There's nothing to fear.
Stay back.
Shen gives me PTSD of the time barrier didn't go away if it wasn't used. I remember that. Or I remember being told about it because I didn't actually live it. What's the rationale behind the 3 officer squad? Is it a theme deck around bad 5? You're calling Vi a bad 5 cost?
In the dark.
Damn. If I pass here, he's gonna pass back, but I have to. Oh my god! Alan! With the pass! Dude! Passing is so broken. You pass and they give you their champion. And 8 damage. No, 10 damage. Dude, it's so broken.
For these lands.
Who came up with this? We took 3 damage to deal this much to him. All he had to do was pass back. It's actually just broken.
If it's a people problem, I'm your man.
Nagakabura.
No, he can't block them all unless... I maybe shouldn't have played that. So I could play around Vengeance, right? Oh, Vengeance is kind of scary. Does this deck around Vengeance? Not Vengeance. Judgment. Judgment. I'll need to play around Judgment. What do you guys think? Judgment? Is this a swing? Never? Alright. I trust chat. They don't run Judgment. What is this? Okay. Acceptable.
Break their spirits and their soul.
What rank is this? Somewhere in the depths of Platinum.
Run them through.
No. Totally did not expect that. Surprised you didn't go all the way. Dude, we're winning everything though. Rip health. I could have used this, but I don't know. Open? Yeah, I don't think he has sharp sight, or would have used it already. He cracked the Kindred code. I forgot how to lose. Hope coming? That's what that is for this man. This is a hope coming. Hopium coming. Best way to draw Kindred, don't draw them. Best way to play Kindred, rather. Well, you clearly didn't see last game. Kindred nutted last game. Absolute nut. Last game was not okay. Last game made Kindred seem like the best champ in the game. Best way to players in a vacuum? Oh no. GG. Alright, this should be super favored, right? It should not even be close. Kindred is not trash. How dare you? Figure with a tiny head and little suit.
Be nothing left when I'm done.
There's nothing to fear.
Got a surprise for him.
What's your hurry?
Okay. This is fine for a Maker Rain. See what opponent plays. Stacker.
Nagakabura sends her blessing.
This guy has such an epic voice. I can't get over it.
I'm always up for a round or two. Who says I don't share?
Alright.
It's an awesome day for progress.
Chaucer looks good.
Looks like trouble.
Yeah, we'll probably not be bad. I'm not unhappy with that though. That's pretty good. If he blocks here, we can play this, and then have a Foul Feast. That's just extremely solid. Never mind.
What do you know of nightmares?
I know if I'm quick enough in a fight, I'll never have to meet him.
The hard to pronounce Sentinel.
That's why you always carry another pair of guns.
I think this is a good play because we're denying another dart from being made.
Plenty of killing left. Me starving without me. The dead don't need riches.
Ah, fearless.
There's no point in doing this because then the dart will just hit me.
Move or cease.
Yeah, I like this play, honestly. We have so many ways to fill up our hand again. The double Jack Butcher hand was definitely not the best, though.
They always hide, and we always find them.
Oh, I've never met anyone.
I'm pretty happy about the progress day. Being able to refill.
Neither the flames nor the depths can claim me.
3 out of 5.
Be nothing left when I'm done.
Just the screams of the dying.
Okay, this is not good, though. Wow.
I'll show 'em pain. Stop right there.
Huh. Interesting. Bye-bye, Digital Blizz.
I rarely forget and never forgive.
That's why we respect you, Captain.
Do I want to thermo that?
I know what lurks in the shadows.
It's got my prescription glass today and I saw him match it with yours. Oh, nice. It's a good look. Kill Keg. Yeah, I'm gonna attack here. Now we have exactly enough mana for Thermo on this too. Alright, that worked out for us. Yeah, the reason I didn't want to play Ledros is because he had a blocker in Gangplank. And even though we trade and we get Ledros back into the hand, we're still left with literally one Spiderling against his entire board.
Plague their decks with blood.
Another GP. Feels fine now. This is like a Make It Rain. It's kind of bad. Yeah, if it's Make It Rain, we could die. Okay. If we pick Ruination, we can't play it though. I think he just threw. How did I throw? Why Thermodad, not Leviathan? I mean Dreadway? Because it's a 4/6. We have blockers. Did I throw?
I'm your man.
Nice to meet you.
How do I kill Dreadway now? Like this? I don't even have to attack here. That's kind of painful. I don't even, like... If I'm not in danger of dying, I'm not throwing. Yeah, I'm not attacking because this deals 8. If I attack with this, then my Ledros will die. No, I'm not attacking with this because this will die. That's the entire point. Okay, so I can pass here still. That's the last Gangplank he has. Yeah, this is getting a little bit awkward.
Your king has returned. I'll make corpses of them all.
Captain's arrived.
I have no choice anymore. I don't have a choice. Okay, that's fine. Because we have this. Huh.
They've barricaded the door. Doesn't matter.
I've whipped up something special.
Nothing he plays will survive a Thermo.
Never lost a fair game. Or played one.
Okay, but... No, it's still lethal, because we have 8 mana letters. Alright, well, we won in the end. Where did I go wrong, man? Was it the 3rd Gangplank? Just attacking with Ledros? No, I could attack with Ledros because he had the Dreadway. If I attacked and he would block with Dreadway, my Ledros would die and he would play Gangplank afterwards. I can keep Brassback. I can't attack with Ledros because he had the Dreadway. Dreadway would screw me.
Explosives primed. In position. Oh, dancing partner.
And you ruinate after that? But then he's still holding on to a Gangplank. How do I deal with the Gangplank after that?
I
There are a lot of problems with those plays you guys are mentioning. But Gangplank was a level... do I want to take 5 damage? For free when I can just play around it by not doing anything? By not attacking, by just passing? By Alan passing? Runate after he plays GP, but he was holding on to his GP the entire match. I was waiting for him to do that.
Can a spirit fight to the death? Thinking I'll learn soon. Don't you look a sight?
Come, stay a while.
Are these... Aggro! Nope. Because we dealt with 2 Hextech handlers, so nothing had +1/+1 yet. That's like... that was a game I would never expect to lose. Yeah, the 8/8 was literally like the only thing that could get us in trouble, and he got it. What's a 9 + 10? $300. 30. What?
Come closer.
24?
I don't.
910? I don't know, I don't do math. Math is for losers. Can you please tell us Twitch viewers we're beautiful viewers too? Every single one of you? All 214 of you are beautiful and gorgeous. Alias.
That's why you always carry another pair of goggles.
Can a spirit fight to the death? Thinking I'll learn soon.
I'm beautiful, you are. Ollie, you matter.
Me, miss? Not by a long shot.
Shall we, dear ones?
I'm ready, little lamb.
You get all that?
Don't you look a sight?
Oh, I should have probably blocked with Elise, actually. Yeah, I should have. Good and should have. Right, so the punish could be stress defense, double mystic. Double mystic is fine if Kindred gets removed because we still remove the Caitlyn.
Here comes the punchline.
Everything links to vacuum.
Here's the trouble coming at ya.
Oh, that kind of sucks because now he gets... Ah, whatever. Don't care about these flash bombs. Have at you. Alright, just need to not get too low.
Heard there was a little fella asking for me.
Loser.
See, Mom still out the yodeling uniform.
I help when I can. Shut up when I can.
RR.
Hate traffic.
A tribute to the spider god.
Brakes! If it's a people problem, I'm your man.
He's your man.
I've always been a fun guy.
I don't think that's gonna cut it. Glorious. You did actually have mana to play it, but then no play afterwards, right?
Let me get you that fire.
The not attack with Vi completely shows that we have atrocity.
Excuse you. I'm a peddler, not a meddler.
So opponent had like one spell you could choose from, so we were probably able to figure out what that is right now. And depending on what that is, it makes Atrocity a safe or unsafe play. It is a Mystic Shot. Very interesting. Is for me? Is for my Nexus? Yeah, if I would die no matter target through. Nothing really traded into it. Well, dangert. Okay. Hey, you had some spells there, buddy. Woo. Yo. Hold on a second. Let me kill my Vi to win the game. Sheesh. It was lethal, right? Is that no? It was. Oh, it was lethal. Yeah, because he had the dart. It would have been lethal otherwise. Okay, that's kind of scary.
That wasn't so bad now, was it?
I'm easy to please. I watch what I want and don't care for stuff like new game or some special video. I think it's like that for everybody. Most of the time. But I think back in the day, I say back in the day, I mean, it's probably like 10 years ago or something. People would watch YouTube just to see a game. Just to watch stuff happening. I think, like, personality is 80% now of your content. Once you have the personality that people keep coming back to, you can expand and do more with your videos.
There's nothing to fear.
I thank you for your help with decks and stuff, Sonny. Hey, you're welcome. Glad you're enjoying them. Yo, just saw a spicy clip of you getting a win despite your atrocity. Didn't know you take charity that seriously in rank. Now you know. God damn it. Oh no, that clip's gonna haunt me. Well, that sucks. Well, maybe it'll discount this, huh? Ever heard of Yuri? Thank you for the Prime sub. He didn't play anything. Oh. Yeah, we have this in our deck.
Hello, Runeterra. Let's rock.
8 mana. It's impossible for him to have an Obliterate active. I don't really think it's this. I don't see how this is not an open attack lethal now. I mean, we won because he gave us a 0-cost Ledros, right? God damn it. I want a Kindred game. I want my Kindred to pop off. Why is it so hard? Using LR to its full potential. We're doing it. Didn't have lethal even. Yeah, I know. I know. But I don't think it mattered. I don't actually think I mind taking damage here. The Thermozet or Poppy? Yeah.
The dark beckons.
The sea is too shallow a grave.
Night falls.
Zed is this. Yeah, the Despair on Zed is pretty good, I think. That's a lot of damage. If he has Rangers there, I'm happy. If it's Poppy, Poppy also dives to this. Playing this is just a mistake if you're not going to attack with it. Now I don't have to play around Sharp Side, I don't have to play around Twin Disciplines.
This one's trouble.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. Like, get those things out of my face. That's not good though, because if I had another Val Feast, it would be trouble for him. Hey Sonny, just wanted to say sorry for my absence in the streams. My college is taking away all my free time, and I'm almost at the end of... Yo, no, man, you're totally fine. Focus on your school. And, yeah, just make sure you pass that first. It's much more important. Unmodded and permaban. I think this is just a Despair, honestly. He has 2 mana, though. Despair. Yeah, Despair looks really... I was contemplating if I can get away with playing Kindred in some way, but this is just much better. Kindred feels really good here, actually. Because the opponent already used so many combat tricks, too. Well, 2 of them.
You're covered.
Remember when barrier didn't go away? That was ever a thing? That's so broken. Really? I didn't play when that was a thing. With another combat trick gone.
Everything's better with company.
Says you.
This doesn't really matter because this just pulls something and dies. Right?
I am the blade in the darkness.
If he protects this, then he can't rally.
Honor guide me.
Will you be streaming more Rune King? Yes, I will be streaming it very soon. I think either Saturday or Sunday.
They always hide, and we always find.
And we'll continue where I left off last time. You didn't protect the Zed? Did we deal 4? I think we only dealt 4, right? We dealt 5? Okay, then he couldn't. Yeah, I wasn't sure if we dealt 4 or 5.
I'll stop you.
Alright.
Do not fear the shrouded path.
Yeah, well, that should be lethal.
Come on, Rib.
Gotta make sure we don't get rallied on. I think this is a rally.
It's an awesome day for progress.
Can I have a link to the other YouTube channel? Of course. Nah, I need to disable one of those bots. Sure.
Why, hello there.
Let's see, even to double rally, we don't lose.
I hate traffic. Claim what is ours.
Wasn't Despair Z lethal? Oh, you might be right. I think it was. Yeah, he wouldn't have fearsome blocks if we used that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I could have had a buff. It's always true. GG. Wait, we were supposed to draw Kindred in a vacuum.